With only a few days left until the release of Stranger Things Season 5, there's one question that still bothers almost every fan. Will Max come back in Season 5, or will she die? The Duffer Brothers have already confirmed that there will be one major character death in the final season, and since Max was left in a coma after her brutal encounter with Vecna in the Season 4 finale, many people believe she could be the one they were talking about. But I personally don't think Max will die in Season 5. I actually believe she's going to survive, and I'll explain why. It's not just me who feels this way. Almost everyone agrees that Max won't die in the first episode or even later in the season. The main reason is simple. If the Duffer Brothers wanted her dead, they would have already killed her in the Season 4 finale. It would have been the perfect emotional moment to do it. Instead, they chose to keep her alive, even if she's in a coma. That alone shows she still has a bigger purpose in the story. Killing her off in Season 5 would not only waste Sadie Sink's incredible talent, but it would also ruin the emotional impact of Season 4's ending. That scene with Lucas crying and Eleven trying to bring her back was one of the most powerful moments of the entire series. If they were just going to kill her anyway, what was the point of all that emotion and effort? Doing that would feel like killing her twice just for shock value, and Stranger Things isn't the kind of show that relies on cheap emotional tricks like that. The Duffer Brothers have proven over and over again that they write with purpose. Every character arc means something. Killing Max again would make her Season 4 storyline meaningless. It would make everything that happened, her guilt over Billy's death, her emotional growth, her bravery against Vecna, completely pointless. That's not how the Duffers write. They're smarter than that. And they know how important Max has become to the audience. Besides, keeping her alive but in a coma clearly means something. The Duffers have said in interviews that her coma isn't just filler, it's part of a bigger story plan. They wouldn't end such an emotional moment with her lying in a hospital bed for no reason. Her mind being gone opens up a huge opportunity for something deeper. It hints that there's more going on inside her head, maybe something connected to Vecna himself. And that's likely why they chose to leave her in this state, to explore something beyond life and death. Sure, if we think realistically, Max would probably die from those injuries in real life. She had broken bones, her eyes were bleeding, and her heart even stopped for a full minute. But Stranger Things isn't real life. It's a world full of psychic kids, monsters, and alternate dimensions. Realistic rules don't apply here. 11 literally brought Max back from death using her powers. So clearly, there's something supernatural about Max's survival, and it's going to play a huge role in the final season. Sadie Sink herself has hinted that there's still more to Max's story. In past interviews, she mentioned that she doesn't even fully know what's next for her character, but she trusts the Duffer Brothers completely and said that whatever they have planned will be worth the wait. She also said that playing Max in Season 4 was the most emotionally challenging part of her career, and that she was excited to see how the Duffers would follow up after such an intense ending. The way she talked about it sounded like she wasn't saying goodbye to Max, but rather preparing for something bigger and more emotional. If Max isn't going to die, then the question becomes, what's next for her? Her survival can't just be for the sake of keeping her alive. There has to be something important waiting for her. Some fans believe Max will wake up eventually, but she might not be the same person. The trauma she went through could leave her permanently affected. Maybe blind, maybe disabled, or just deeply shaken. That would make sense, and it would keep her story emotional and grounded while still allowing her to live. It would also give Sadie Sink a chance to show another side of Max, someone who's physically broken but mentally stronger than ever. There's also the possibility that something changed in Max when 11 brought her back. 11 didn't just perform CPR, she connected to Max's mind, trying to find her consciousness. That psychic link might have left traces of 11's power inside Max. Maybe she'll wake up with some kind of psychic sensitivity or connection to the Upside Down. That would give her a unique perspective in the fight against Vecna. It's not hard to imagine her feeling Vecna's presence or seeing visions connected to him. A lot of people also think Max's mind isn't completely gone. It's just trapped. She could be stuck somewhere between her own consciousness and Vecna's. Maybe her soul or spirit is trapped inside his mind, and that's why 11 couldn't find her when she tried to reach her at the end of Season 4. This could lead to one of the most emotional storylines in Season 5. 11 trying to go inside Max's mind again, not just to wake her up, but to literally save her from Vecna's mental prison. If that happens, Max might end up being the key to understanding Vecna's memories and weaknesses. Think about it. She was his last victim, and their minds are connected in some way. She could have access to things he's seen, his thoughts, or even fragments of his origin. That would make her extremely important in helping Eleven and the others figure out how to stop him for good. Meanwhile, Lucas will definitely stay by her side. Their relationship was such a big part of Season 4's emotional core, and it's clear he's not giving up on her. We'll probably see more tender Lumax moments, with Lucas talking to her, visiting her in the hospital, and refusing to move on until she wakes up. That kind of devotion will make her eventual recovery even more powerful. And when Max finally does wake up, it's not going to be a normal awakening. She might remember things from Vecna's mind, maybe flashes of his memories, his plans, or something crucial about how to defeat him. So, even though she's in a coma now, her story is far from over. The Duffers didn't save Max just to kill her off right away. They kept her alive for a reason, and that reason is probably much bigger than any of us expect. Max's connection to Vecna, her relationship with Eleven, and the emotional bond she shares with Lucas all point to her having a vital role in how the story ends. That's why I'm confident Max won't die in Stranger Things Season 5. She's already been through death once, now it's time for her to come back stronger, and maybe even play a key part in ending Vecna's reign once and for all.